Along with winter comes cold and flu season.
But for young children, it can also bring a common respiratory virus. Symptoms of RSV are similar to a common cold, so you might not even know you have it. Babies born prematurely and those with chronic lung and heart conditions are at a higher risk for developing RSV. Fox 18's James Sears experienced firsthand what parents need to know.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
9-month-old Colin had a cough and runny nose for a week and wasn't getting better. When his fever spiked to 103 degrees, Mom Kristen went with her gut.
I thought I was just bringing him in for a cold, maybe some antibiotics, and it turned into a more urgent situation. They had told me that they were concerned with how fast he was breathing and how hard he was breathing, which isn't something that I was even looking for.
Colin tested positive for respiratory syncytial virus and was admitted to the hospital.
Your child will get RSV. The question is whether or not you're going to be worried about it and even need to bring him to the doctor.
Dr. Elise Bream is a pediatrician with Genesis Health.
It's just one of those viruses that you just assume your child's going to get when they're an infant or a toddler, especially if they're in daycare or have school-aged siblings at home, because they're going to be exposed to more of those viruses.
Colin was belly breathing, a sign his body was working harder to breathe. He went on oxygen and spent 2 nights in the intensive care unit.
I didn't know what was going to happen, and that's really when I noticed the change in how he was behaving. He was almost lifeless, like he wasn't moving, he wasn't smiling, he wasn't interacting with me. He was not himself at all. That was a very scary time.
After 7 days, the virus had run its course and Colin went home. Kristen's advice to other parents: trust your instincts.
I had no idea that the RSV was as serious as it was because he was still pretty happy and playful. You know, if we hadn't been in the hospital when he got really sick, I don't know what would have happened to Colin.
RSV season runs through March. A Genesis spokesman tells me there are 1 to 2 patients a week during this time. And for Unity Point Health, there have been about 475 cases between the 4 Quad Cities campuses in all of 2018. Now, as for Colin, he's back to his usual playful, smiley self. In the studio, James Sears, Fox 18 News.